Just another day on the wood, boss. How you gotta look at it?
Yeah, well, maybe for you. How many scouts you think made out to Montana to check on me, huh?
Don't listen to him, Jonas. Jay ain't got no worries. This don't pan out, Adam Silver will probably mention him himself. Poster boy for principal.
That's funny, Onyx. Well, I'd rather be the boy getting posted if it means I'm making a squad, you feel me?
What's up, fellas?
Hey.
Whoa, what's up?
Scotty Pippen.
What's up, man?
Yeah, a lot of history in this locker room, man. Yeah, check this out. Take a look at this. You know, I'm from Arkansas. Youngest of 12. My dad worked in a mill. Nothing special about the way we grew up, just poor folks. Sure some of you guys can relate to that, right?
Yeah.
You know, coming out of high school, I was only 6'1", 150 pounds, wet. I only received one offer, Central Arkansas, and that was to be the team manager. But something happened between my freshman and my junior year. I caught inches.
What?
Yeah. I was 6'7" and starting to feast on cats. But this ain't no Duke. This Central Arkansas. My coach is going crazy, going broke, calling all over, trying to get scouts just to come check me. But my senior year, a man named Marty Blake. Marty was known as the super scout for the NBA. He's helped out a lot of people like myself, John Stockton, Ben Wallace. He got us each into the Portsmouth invite, which changed our lives. If you want it bad enough, if you're willing to sacrifice, it will find you. I got 6 of those to prove it.
I just fuck your bitch with some Gucci flip-flops.
Alrighty, yo, what is going on, everybody? It's your boy, Mr. DDG94 here, back with another NBA 2K My Career gameplay. And today, we are playing the whatever the fuck this is, you know, whatever. Y'all seen the storyline, y'all know how the story goes. We ain't here to talk about the gameplay, we here to talk about the topic. You know why you here, you know why you clicked on this video. So let's get right into it, man. So yeah, man, NBA season is starting up. We just saw our first preseason game with the Houston Rockets versus the 2K19 Chinese team. We just saw that team. We just saw AI and all of them get they ass handed to. I'm talking about, man, it was 22-50 in the second quarter. Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, who mans is this? Who team is this? Is this the Washington Generals? Like, what the fuck? But anyways, though, man, you see the title, you know why you clicked on the video, so let's hop right into it, man. We're gonna get our NBA season predictions out the way, NBA season, regular season preview, and basically we're just gonna talk about the rankings. We're going to talk about playoff positions and rankings. We're not going to really talk about the bottom feeder teams. Well, a couple of them, because a couple of them could be potential playoff teams. If certain teams do not have a healthy core, if injuries do come about, because we can't predict injuries, they just happen. So without further ado, man, let's get right into it, though, man. So we're going to start off with the Western Conference first. And the first team for the Western Conference, who I think will win the first seed, if they stay healthy, if everybody's still intact, and if this can work. If this can work, the Houston Rockets will be the #1 seed in the West. And I know that just threw everybody off right now. I know y'all are looking at me like, what the fuck is you on, dog? Like, what is you saying, dog? You not making no sense, boy. Fuck you mean. Fuck you mean. You a Russell Westbrook dick right? No, it's not about Westbrook. From what I saw, if this team could stay healthy and the Russell Westbrook experiment works, the Houston Rockets are a threat. We all talking about the Lakers and the Clippers, but we fail to realize that Houston still has the same team, still has the same core, and Golden State don't have Kevin Durant, which means that Houston still has a chance to win. they still have a chance to make it to the NBA Finals. The door is open. It's not closed for Houston. Houston is still a threat. Okay? You got to think about it too like this. I know LeBron James and Anthony Davis teamed up. I know Kawhi and Paul George team up, but think about it. This is all first-year teams. Well, the Clippers kind of really aren't a first-year team, but the Lakers, they blew up their whole fucking roster, dog. They got a bunch of new faces other than JaVale McGee, Rondo, and LeBron, but outside of that, shit, everybody else is brand new. And Kyle Kuzma. But I think that Houston can take the first seed. If healthy, if everybody could stay healthy, if the Russell Westbrook experiment works, this is the biggest threat in the Western Conference because the team is still intact. James Harden is improving almost every year. Only thing that could really fuck this up. There's only two things that could fuck this up: Clint Capella and Russell Westbrook. Those are the only two that could fuck this up. If those two are healthy and they play their roles right, Houston could be in the NBA Finals this year. Do not count Houston out. I'm looking at Houston. I still see the same core intact. The thing is, nobody has really paid attention to Houston. We all looked at Houston. We saw them as a potential threat to the Warriors. But we never really viewed. But we failed to realize that because they are such a big threat to the Warriors, they're the best team that could still come out the West. You have to pay attention to these things. They still have the same core intact. They just left. They just gave up Chris Paul for Russell Westbrook. Which wasn't a bad move. And then at the number 2 spot, we have this. And listen, I know a lot of people are writing this team off. After what happened last year, I know they're writing this team off. But listen, man, the Warriors are still a threat. Do not count the Warriors out. I think they play better when they're underestimated. When you underestimate them, that's when they perform at their best. And that's why I'm not counting out the Golden State Warriors. Because people are writing them off because KD left. Clay's injured. Iguodala got traded. But here's the thing everybody keeps forgetting. They still have Steve Kerr as the coach. Last time that I checked, Steve Kerr is still the coach of that team. Name one Western Conference team that has beaten the Warriors in the playoffs since Steve Kerr became head coach. Name one team. You can't, because no team in the Western Conference has beaten them. So I cannot write them off. If Steve Kerr is still the head coach, then clearly, this team is still a threat. And I guarantee you need to watch out, because if D'Angelo Russell has improved from his breakout season last year, and he's 10 times better this year, we got a problem on our hands here. Because the Warriors are still the fucking Warriors. So I got the Warriors at number 2, and then number 3, we got to get into the obvious teams here. The Clippers. I got to give the Clippers the number 3 seed. They still got the same core intact. They just added Paul George and I'm going to say Russell Westbrook, Kawhi Leonard. So that's definitely going to be a problem. This is the most balanced team in the Western Conference, which is why I understand why they're favored. But at the same time, it's all on Paul George. This is all on Paul George. The only way this Clipper team can work is if Paul George steps up. But But we gotta look at Kawhi Leonard and his excellence as a leader. Look what Kawhi Leonard did to Kyle Lowry, bruh. Kyle Lowry was scoring 0 points in the first round of the playoffs, bruh. 0 fucking points in the first round of the playoffs. And by the time we got to the Philadelphia series and beyond, Kyle Lowry looked like an all-star caliber point guard. He proved his worth, and it's because Kawhi Leonard led him. Kawhi Leonard is a leader. I feel like he's going to lead this team in the best way, and I hope he can. I hope his leadership that rubbed off on Kyle Lowry can rub off on Paul George, because Paul George, after the leg injury, I just feel like he's took a step back, and I feel like he's not the same person that he used to be before. He broke his leg in that USA scrimmage. And then number 4, obviously the Lakers. I mean, what more can I say? They got a loaded roster. They got a lot of potential on this team. It's going to be really interesting to see how this team works. But this is the only problem with this team. This team can be the 4th seed, but they can also be the 8th seed. Because we have to think about it like this. They blew up the whole team. New coaching staff, new players, new personnel. Like, this team can be the 4th seed. This team can be the 4th seed. This team could actually be the 2nd or 1st seed, but they can also be the 8th seed as well. So the LA Lakers, I'm putting them at the 4th spot just to be safe, just to give them a place, because I feel like that's as high as they should go. But let's be real. I don't think that the Lakers are. I don't think that the Lakers are going to do anything big this year. I think this is just going to be a year where they could make it. They're going to make it into the playoffs. I don't doubt that they'll not make it into the playoffs unless Anthony Davis or LeBron James goes down with a serious injury, and then we can just throw the season up in flames after that. But other than that, the Lakers are going to be a very weird team this year, because everything is new. It's not the same, and you have to see how it all gels together. If it all gels together perfectly, then by all means, I think that the Lakers will work. And then we have, in my 5th seed, I was debating between Denver and Portland, but I had to give Denver the edge. I feel like Denver is really. Denver's going to take a step back because of the new powerhouses in the West. They are going to take a step back from last year, but I still feel like there's still going to be that team that's going to be hovering around. Hopefully they can make it out the 2nd round this year. If not, then it is what it is. Then number 6 will be Portland. Took a big step last year, but with the new powerhouses in the West, I don't see them going anywhere outside of the 1st round. That's just me. As long as they don't face the Clippers, the Warriors, or the Houston Rockets, they could slip it if they could beat the Lakers. I could see them beating the Lakers. I have no doubt that they could beat the Lakers. And then number 7, we have Utah, and I know everybody's like, why are you ranking Utah so low? I just don't see how Mike Conley and Donovan Mitchell are going to work offensively. I'm still trying to wrap my mind around how that's going to work. I don't know how that's going to work offensively. Defensively, though. Them two going to be a problem. They could bump up to the 4th seed and take the Lakers spot. But offensively, I just don't see how Mike Conley and Donovan Mitchell are going to work from an offensive perspective. And then we have and then it's a toss-up for the 8th seed this year. And this is very controversial. Obviously, there's only one team. There's only one team that's missing from this whole playoff team, and this is the final seed right here. For the 8th seed, we have the Sacramento Kings. and the San Antonio Spurs. And I know what you're thinking right now. Why would you put the Sacramento Kings in a toss-up with the San Antonio Spurs? That's not even a debate. The Spurs are going to win. Let's hold it right there. Hold on, big fella. Hold on. All right. Now listen. Me personally, I think that San Antonio is a good team, but don't get it twisted, man. Like I said, man, if the Lakers aren't what they should be, San Antonio is easily going to slip in. But if the Lakers are what they're going to be, San Antonio's at the bottom. They don't have anybody. I know everybody going to be like, they got DeMar DeRozan, they got LaMarcus Aldridge. DeMar DeRozan is proven to me that he is not mentally capable of leading a team. He is a B-plus player. Okay? He is nothing more than that. He is a B-plus player. B-plus player, B-minus talent. Okay? He's not meant to be a leader. His mental fabric is fucked up. I think that's why Kyle Lowry never prospered with that's why him and Kyle Lowry never prospered together, because DeMar DeRozan has proven that he is mentally not capable of being a leader of a team or taking a team further than probably the second round or the conference finals.
Bruh.
Thank you.
Hey, there he is, Elche. You know AW?
Not personally.
But he's heard of me.
I remember now. I think you're on that French under-18 team that we wrecked at the World Cup.
I was, of course. I was 14 at the time. And yeah, we are in the same draft class. I guess some do require extra seasoning, huh?
Experience is an asset. School to taught you that, playboy.
Library card is free. My sweat is nuts.
Okay, well, you two are gonna be workout partners and roommates. That'll be fun. All right, so come over here and I'm gonna show you what the next 12 weeks of your life is gonna be like. Okay? Movie time. 3 months, guys. 3 months dedicated to the game you live for. Is that too much to ask?
No, sir.
No. Cool. Great. That's what I thought. Okay, let's move on to the schedule. Hey, Dean. How do you do the... Oh, there's the button actually called calendar. Oh, great. So, official combine invites go out the first week of May. If you're both invited, we'll go out to Chicago on the 16th. After that, we'll be arranging some private workouts with interested teams up until draft week. And then, Summer League. But for now, for the next 3 weeks, you guys are going to be in the gym. Your food is going to be delivered to your apartment. Now, I don't need to tell you how quick perception can turn. You're going to find the road is real treacherous if you find yourself fighting for a job in Summer League. Understand? Okay, now let's talk social media. All right? I mean, I get it. You're young guys. If you want to post something, get your trainer to send you some workout footage. I'm sure people would be stunned to find out that dudes who get paid 9 figures actually work on their craft.
Really, nigga?
Okay. Any questions for me?
No, I'm good.
Perfect. Feel that? That's the anxiety, all right? Use it. Let it fuel you. I mean, Jesus, look at me. I'm sweating like a fat kid at a candy shop. Speaking of, I'm gonna get some popsicles. You want some? Ha!
Gay!
All right, well, I'm gonna make a dent.
Made a little extra.
Thanks.
Who's your squad?
It was the Hornets. Batum is a mentor. Lily thought she's been playing with teams in my draft range. Milwaukee, Washington, New York.
Smart. Get used to the rosters and rotations.
Where does Z think he will end?
All over the map right now. Second round or undrafted unless I put in some serious work. It shouldn't have to be that hard. What?
Nothing. Thought your teammates was a victim, that's all. I mean, you act like you didn't know what would happen.
I didn't really think about it.
Well, my father used to say, an educated man is a calculating one.
Message!
If you don't regret it, own it.
Hey, you're a pretty blunt dude.
I'm French. Come on, pick a team that could actually use you.
All right. Man, this is dope.
Wow. Hey, check that out.
Oh, yeah. You ready for this?
Oh, yeah.
Gentlemen, Stacy Gibraltar. I'm your trainer for the next couple months. Just because you don't scoff doesn't mean you're enlightened. Fact is, over the next few weeks, you will despise me. And come July, hopefully, we'll be lifelong friends. We'll meet here every morning at 6 to prepare for the combine. After lunch, you hit the court. Have you received your first week's supply of food and supplements?
Yes, ma'am.
It's not the Army, fellas. Loosen those shoulders. Make sure you follow the instructions exactly as they're written. Otherwise, you'll just be wasting your time in here. Stretch out, boys.
Yes, man. All right. She's real. She's real. I like it.
Replenish. Catch.
Oh, man, that was good.
How'd they do?
They finished, so better than some.
Better than some. That's not really the report card I was hoping for. Guys, funny story. There's actually a kid 2 years ago who had to change his shorts about halfway through his first workout with Stacy.
What?
That's foul, man.
Yeah, I know. It was gross.
Ew! Get out of here, man!
Anyway, he didn't really get drafted. I think he's in Uruguay now. Not really sure why I told you that story. What is this, 50? 15. Okay, weird.
Boy, if you don't get...
Okay, AW, you can chill. And, Che, I need you neat and tidy because we have a meeting in an hour.
A meeting with who?
Who knows, man? Come see.
Come on, Bailey.
Later, Stacy.
Bye, Zach.
My back, Stacy.
Bonne chance.
Whew. Hey, you want to tell me what we're doing here?
Not particularly.
Mav will see you now.
Great.
You mean with Maverick Carter?
Yeah, man, act natural.
Guys, look, unless we're talking real partnership, we're not going to be interested. I won't be able to get LeBron to move off his couch unless it's equity. So thanks. Sorry to keep you guys waiting. Have a seat.
It's all good. So look, Mav handles all of LeBron's marketing and off-court opportunities. Community work, the film, TV, the Beats deal, and of course, the lifetime contract with Nike.
Hey, how do y'all know each other?
Z and I go back a ways being in this business, but the thing I appreciate about Z, besides being a great agent, is he really lets his players grow and make their own decisions.
See that? 10 out of 10 review. I gotta add that to my Yelp page.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my god. Stop fucking lying.
So look, Che, look, I like you. Bron does too. But here at Uninterrupted, what we focus on is really giving athletes a voice, really giving them a platform to become more than an athlete.
Hey, tell him what you told me on the phone.
Look, I know you're focused on the draft, and that's the right thing, because that's most important to you, but we've talked to a couple brands, and they're interested.
Are you serious?
Yeah, absolutely. They saw what you did at Bay City, and most importantly, they're interested in your story. But look, before you get excited, you got to realize one thing. These aren't like super rich deals that are going to change your life. And there's nothing wrong with taking these short deals along the way, as long as you don't sacrifice the long money.
Yeah, see, look, Che, in the grand scheme of things, these guys are putting down loose chains to tie you up for like a couple years. Now, if you flame out, that's the cost of doing business. But if you blow up, they just got Fifth Avenue product for Canal Street prices.
And right now, you're hot. But along the way, you have to figure out what type of player you think you're going to be. Forget what Z thinks or what I think. What do you think you're going to be? Do you think you're going to be all-pro and all-star, or do you end up overseas? But you really got to focus on getting to that second contract, because that becomes life-changing.
So, you thinking about what Mav said?
Mm-hmm. Got any wisdom for me, Mr. Super Agent?
Well, in my opinion, it never hurts to listen, but I'm not you. I can't tell you what kind of player you'll become.
Let's hear him out then.
Okay, I'll set it up.
Yo,
Che,
Carl, what up, bro?
what up, man? Appreciate you coming out. Just trying to get this work in.
Oh, it's all good, bro.
Oh, come on. Listen, I could give you the whole spiel about Gatorade's lab, tech, products, and history, but let's be real. What have you been drinking at every single camp, at every game, at every part since you could dribble the rock?
I drip on your bitch like water. I splash on your bitch with the water.
Hey, bro, that was a pretty slick pitch you got there.
Right? And I didn't even have to use the like Mike bit.
Stop it. Get some help.
You know what's going on here?
Je ne sais absolument rien.
Do what?
Woo! Cheat day, boys! Celebrate!
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the fact that both of you just got your official invites to the 2019 NBA Combine.
Yes!
Yes, you've earned it, Che. Good job. You I wasn't too worried about. I mean, look, you may already know this, but you're being brought up to Chicago for some interviews and measurements. No scrimmages, no testing. No sense in jeopardizing your stock at this point. In fact, just do a few good team workouts, and who knows, you may even move up a few more spots.
But, Z, I'm not afraid of competing.
I know, AW. Look, it's not about pride, okay? There's just no upside at this point. Rest, show him you're the big dog in a bit. You, on the other hand, Che, just, look, put up some decent numbers, do well in the scrimmage, and you never know, right? Like guys like Levine, Siakam, I mean, they all flew up the boards after Chicago. This could be your time. I mean that. Speaking of Chicago, enjoy the deep dish, gentlemen. Personally, I'm not a fan, but bon appetit. French. All right.
Official Combine invitees. How we feeling today?
Hyped.
Sore?
Wait until your first back-to-back on the road. Why do you think guys like LeBron spend $1 a year on chefs, hyperbaric chambers, and nitrogen treatments?
I thought I was just peanut budgets.
Don't lowball the king now. Hey. Yeah, he's right here. Che, Zach wants you.
What's up, Z?
I just got a call from Mav. Apparently his production company is shooting some hoops movie on the lot, and they need a real ball player for a few scenes. Huh? Imagine that. So, Hollywood, you in?
Wait, Mav wants me to be in the movie? What's it about?
How should I know, man? It's a sports movie. It's overcoming odds, overbearing dads, and training montages. That sound about right to you? Yeah, actually.
When's the shoot?
Therein lies the rub. You need to go right now. Call times at 40.
Z, I'm in a lab. Stacy just got here.
I'm just a messenger, Che. You tell me how you want to play it. I'm here to bring you the meat. You gotta eat it.
Fuck no, baby!
Nigga, you gay!
Hell no, no, to the no, no, hell to the no, no.